Please consider supporting our channel by liking this video and subscribing for more content. Eternal Echoes, Unveiling the Mystery of Reincarnation. Reincarnation is a concept that is found in various religious and spiritual beliefs. It is the belief that after death, an individual's soul or consciousness is reborn into a new body. The specific details and interpretations of reincarnation vary across different cultures and belief systems. In many Eastern religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism, reincarnation is a fundamental belief. According to these religions, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, known as samsara, is an opportunity for the soul to evolve and reach a state of spiritual enlightenment or liberation. The process of reincarnation is often described as being governed by the law of karma. Karma is the belief that a person's actions in one life will determine their fate and circumstances in future lives. Good actions lead to positive karma, which can result in a higher or more favorable rebirth, while negative actions lead to negative karma and may result in a lower or less favorable rebirth. Some people who believe in reincarnation claim to have memories or experiences from past lives. These memories, known as past life memories, are sometimes attributed to the continuation of the soul across different lifetimes. However, the scientific community generally considers such memories to be subjective and not supported by empirical evidence. It's important to note that reincarnation is not universally accepted or believed. Many religions and philosophies, particularly those with monotheistic beliefs such as Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, do not subscribe to the concept of reincarnation. Instead, they often hold beliefs about an afterlife or resurrection that differ from the idea of rebirth into a new earthly life. Ultimately, whether or not one believes in reincarnation is a matter of personal faith, spirituality, and philosophical outlook. The concept of reincarnation is not supported by scientific evidence in the traditional sense. Science is based on empirical observation, experimentation, and the formulation of testable hypotheses. Reincarnation, being a belief rooted in spirituality and consciousness, falls outside the realm of scientific investigation as it deals with aspects that are difficult to measure or quantify. That said, there have been some researchers who have explored the phenomenon of past life memories and near-death experiences, NDEs, from a scientific perspective. They have conducted studies and investigations to examine claims of past life memories in children and individuals who report recalling specific details about previous lives. However, it is important to note that these cases are anecdotal and not considered definitive proof of reincarnation. Skeptics argue that alternative explanations such as false memories, suggestions, or coincidence could account for these reports. In the scientific community, the general consensus is that more rigorous and controlled studies are needed to establish the existence of past life memories and their connection to reincarnation. The challenge lies in designing experiments that can reliably test and validate these claims, which is a complex task given the subjective and personal nature of the experiences involved. It's worth mentioning that the scientific method is primarily concerned with investigating the natural world and explaining phenomena through naturalistic mechanisms. Reincarnation, being a supernatural or metaphysical concept, falls outside the scope of scientific inquiry by its very nature. As a result, the scientific community has not reached a consensus on the existence or non-existence of reincarnation. Overall, while there are anecdotal accounts and ongoing research into past life memories, the concept of reincarnation remains a matter of belief and faith rather than established scientific fact. There have been researchers who have conducted studies and investigations to explore the origins of past life memories. One of the notable researchers in this field is Dr. Ian Stevenson, a psychiatrist and former head of the Division of Personality Studies at the University of Virginia. He dedicated several decades to studying cases of children who claim to have memories of past lives. Dr. Stevenson documented numerous cases where young children reported specific details about past lives that they could not have known through normal means. He traveled to various countries, interviewed the children and their families, and collected extensive data on their statements, behavior, and any available evidence. His research involved verifying the accuracy of the reported memories by comparing them with historical records and interviewing people associated with the deceased individuals mentioned by the children. Dr. Jim B. Tucker, a colleague and successor of Dr. Stevenson, also continued this line of research at the University of Virginia. He has documented additional cases and published books, such as Life Before Life, a scientific investigation of children's memories of previous lives, where he presents some of the cases he has investigated. These researchers' work is often criticized and debated within the scientific community due to the challenges of verifying the accuracy of past life memories and ruling out alternative explanations. Critics argue that the reported cases may be influenced by factors such as suggestion, cultural conditioning, or self-deception. It's worth noting that while the research of Dr. Stevenson and Dr. Tucker is often cited in discussions about past life memories, the scientific consensus remains skeptical of the existence of past lives. The current scientific understanding is that more rigorous and controlled studies are needed to provide conclusive evidence for the phenomenon. There are several other well-known cases of alleged past life memories that have been studied. Shanti Devi. Shanti Devi was an Indian girl who, starting at the age of 4, claimed to remember her past life as a woman named Ludi Devi who lived in a different town. She provided detailed information about her past life, including her husband's name and other specific details. Her case gained widespread attention in the 1930s, and it was investigated by various researchers and institutions, including Mahatma Gandhi. The case remains controversial, with some suggesting that the details provided by Shanti Devi could be explained by normal means, while others find it difficult to explain the accuracy of her statements. The Pollock twins. The case of the Pollock twins involves two girls, Joanna and Jacqueline Pollock, who were born in England in 1957. The girls claimed to remember their past lives as their deceased sisters, Joanna and Jacqueline, who died in a car accident a year before their birth. The girls provided details about the accident, their previous home, and their family members. The case was investigated by researchers and parapsychologists, and it has been the subject of books and documentaries. See Ryan Hammonds. Ryan Hammonds is an American boy who began sharing detailed memories of a past life as a Hollywood actor named Marty Martin. Ryan provided specific information about Martin's life, career, and even personal relationships. His case was studied by Dr. Jim B. Tucker at the University of Virginia, who documented the details and conducted investigations to verify Ryan's claims. The case gained media attention and has been discussed in books and television programs. These are just a few examples of the many cases that have been reported and investigated. It is important to approach these cases with critical thinking and consider alternative explanations before drawing any conclusions. While they offer intriguing anecdotes, the scientific consensus remains skeptical, and more research is needed to better understand the nature of past life memories. Skeptics propose several alternative explanations for reported past life memories. These explanations are based on psychological, cognitive, and cultural factors rather than the literal existence of past lives. Here are some of the common alternative explanations. False memories. Skeptics argue that past life memories may be the result of false memories or confabulations. Memory is a complex and fallible process, and individuals can inadvertently create false memories that feel real to them. Factors such as suggestion, leading questions, or exposure to media and stories about past lives can influence the formation of false memories. The imagination and fantasy. Past life memories may stem from the imaginative capacities of individuals, particularly in the case of young children who have active imaginations. Children often engage in make-believe play and storytelling, and their reports of past lives could be seen as extensions of their imaginative abilities rather than actual recollections. See cultural and media influence. The cultural and societal context in which individuals grow up can shape their beliefs and experiences. In societies where the belief in reincarnation is prevalent, individuals may be more likely to interpret certain experiences as past life memories due to cultural conditioning. Exposure to movies, books, or other media that depict past lives can also influence people's beliefs and perceptions. Cryptomnesia. Cryptomnesia refers to the unconscious plagiarism of forgotten memories. It is possible that individuals may come across information or stories about past lives without consciously remembering the source. Later, when recalling those details, they may mistakenly attribute them to their own past life experiences. Coincidence and selective memory. Skeptics argue that many reported instances of past life memories involve vague or general information that could be explained by chance or coincidence. People tend to remember instances that appear to match their memories while disregarding inconsistencies or contradictory information, leading to a biased perception of accuracy. Parental influence and suggestion. In the case of young children, skeptics suggest that parental beliefs and suggestions can play a role in shaping the children's reports of past life memories. Parents may inadvertently or intentionally encourage their children to believe in past lives, leading them to produce stories that align with those beliefs. It's important to note that these alternative explanations do not disprove the existence of past life memories definitively. They simply offer possible psychological and cultural mechanisms that could account for the phenomena reported as past life memories. Further research and investigation are needed to better understand the nature and origins of these experiences. There are ongoing studies and research being conducted in the field of past life memories, although it remains a niche area of investigation within mainstream scientific research. Some researchers continue to explore cases of past life memories and near-death experiences, NDEs, with the aim of providing more conclusive evidence or shedding light on the mechanisms underlying these phenomena. The Division of Perceptual Studies, DOPS, at the University of Virginia, where Dr. Jim B. Tucker is affiliated, is one of the primary institutions conducting research in this field. DOPS investigates various phenomena related to consciousness, including children's past life memories. Researchers there continue to collect and analyze cases, conduct interviews, and explore potential patterns or correlations in the reported memories. Additionally, there are independent researchers and organizations that are dedicated to investigating past life memories. They often collaborate with individuals who claim to have past life memories or conduct surveys and interviews to gather data. These efforts aim to explore the phenomenon from different angles and contribute to the existing body of knowledge. It is important to note that due to the nature of the topic, research in this area faces significant challenges. The subjective and personal nature of past life memories makes it difficult to design controlled experiments or conduct large-scale studies. Additionally, the topic is often met with skepticism and lacks mainstream scientific funding and support. It remains an area of interest for some researchers, but further research and rigorous investigation are needed to provide more definitive answers. Help us reach a wider audience by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your support goes a long way in helping us create more awesome videos.